Final Fantasy VII, the game, the myth, the legend. Now, this is of course an all-time classic, and with the remake coming out next year, I'm sure many of you are preparing for it by wanting to replay through the original adventure. Now, perhaps some of you are even going a step further and playing through or replaying through the other games that came out as part of the Final Fantasy VII brand. And the two that were released in the West were Crisis Core on PSP and Dirge of Cerberus on PS2. However, there is one game which I suspect the vast majority of you watching this video have never played and probably never even thought you would get to play, and that is, well, let's check it out.
今、i モードで明らかにされるファイナルファンタジー7に至る6年間の物語。ビフォークライシス。
Okay, so I'm sure some of you have heard of the game Before Crisis, but if you haven't, don't worry. It was only ever released in Japan back in 2004, and it was the first Final Fantasy game to be dedicated to mobile devices. So it wasn't released on any home console. This wasn't a smartphone app, this was a mobile game way back in the day. And because it was never released outside of Japan, it was never localized into any Western language, which is why you've probably never played the game. However, that could change because there is a fan by the name of Richterw, all credit to Richterw for this, who has painstakingly recreated the entire game in RPG Maker 2003. And of course, it has been done in English. So we are actually, for the first time, going to be able to play Before Crisis, even if it is an unofficial release of the game. So, for those that don't know, Before Crisis is set a few years before the original Final Fantasy VII, and you actually focus on the Turks as opposed to Avalanche, and you'll be seeing how Avalanche work from the Turks' point of view and from Shinra's point of view. So it's a very interesting concept, and it's one that I'm sure many of you who are fans of the original game will enjoy. So I'll leave a link to this in the video description, and once we've downloaded the game, there is no install. You do not need to have RPG Maker installed on your system either. It is a self-contained game, so once you've downloaded it, you've got everything you need. We can just unzip the file and get started. Okay, so with Before Crisis Remake downloaded and unzipped, we're going to go ahead and open the folder here. And if we just scroll down, we should see the file that we need, which is rpg_rt.exe. So we're literally just going to open this. That's all there is to it. There's, as I say, no install, no setup, very simple. Yep, here we go. Ooh. And we have it, the title screen, Before Crisis Final Fantasy VII. So probably the first time that many of you will be seeing this screen, at least on your own computer. So let's go ahead and select New Game. Oh, the graphics. So this is a very, very close approximation to the original game of Before Crisis. And here we have our character, which we can move around the screen. So it looks like we're in Shinra headquarters at the moment. And these people should be fired. What are they doing? Let's head down out of the room here. And, oh, the background. It looks just like it did in Final Fantasy VII. Let's head down south again. So I believe that a lot of the cinematic cutscenes have pretty much been ripped from the original game and implemented into the remake here. Perhaps. Very good. Before Crisis. Our revolution begins tonight, down with the Shinra. So you can probably have a good guess as to who these are. So this is a cutscene at the moment. I'm not controlling anybody. Talking about controlling, presume you're just going to be using the keyboard as I am. Then the arrow keys will move your character. The enter key will select. and I think it's the letter N, will go ahead and open the menu. We're going to secure the main forces. Move out. So this is Avalanche. I'll just go ahead and say it. Shinra soldiers will kill anyone who stands in our way. Entry in this area is forbidden. Down with the Shinra. Alright, we're splitting into 2 groups from here. You 2 stay here and wait until the main body arrive. Those are your orders. You're to patrol Sector 8. This is standard work for all new Turks. So the character that we're going to be playing is a rookie Turk. It's company tradition. Your seniors, Reno and Rude, even I, started off with this work. The war is over and the town is peaceful, so I doubt you will run into any trouble. Yeah, those are words that you shouldn't say too soon. See this mission as a real mission. This job should get you used to future duties. Roger, leave Sector 8 to me. The long-awaited day of Shinra downfall is in sight. Don't go messing things up now. Well, it's just our luck, isn't it? A brand new rookie. Just probably finished training with the Turks out on our first mission, and Avalanche are out in force, attempting to blow up reactors as they do. Down with the Shinra. Downfall of Shinra? Who's there? Damn. That uniform. The Shinra Company's Turks. What do you think you're doing? You overheard our plans. We're going to get rid of you. So we're immediately now about to be thrust into our very first battle. And you've got a couple of choices here. As you can see, Shotgun is the name of our character. Quite an unfortunate name, but there we go. Can't be as bad as Cloud though, can it? Let's go ahead and select Fight for this first battle. And right now we can't do much except attack. So we'll go ahead and select the attack option. So you can see we've got our health, our HP, our MP, and that bar at the back there, that yellow bar, is our ATB. So the combat mechanics in Before Crisis are virtually identical to Final Fantasy VII itself. So if you played that game, if you're familiar with how the combat works, then you shouldn't have too much trouble jumping straight into the systems here. And our next battle now. One thing to note is that you do level up in this game, of course. We'll select automatic this time, since why not, eh? We've tried the normal fight option. Yeah, I was going to say, one thing to note is that leveling in this game is a little bit slow. So don't expect after your first 2 battles you'll be getting to level 2. Which is generally what you'd expect in most role-playing games, isn't it? The first few levels are usually quite quick. But not in this case. So we found a couple of potions. And the enemies have been defeated. Give me a report on what happened. I was attacked by 2 men who seemed to be plotting something. They're saying something about down with Shinra. Down with Shinra? Who could they be? I'll get right on it right away. Hurry. Veld, sir. There seems to be a disturbance in Sector 8. There have been reports of men planning an attack on the company. What? Are they working alone? Is this the work of a group? How are they planning to attack? I have our newest recruit, Shotgun. I can't take that name seriously. Looking into the situation. I don't feel comfortable letting a rookie handle it. Keep me apprised of the situation and see if you can get someone in there to act as support. Yes, sir. I need you to capture these men and try to get information out of them. Yes, sir. We'll secure this route. That's Avalanche there. Don't let anyone through. The Turks. I guess if you see somebody in a suit in Sector 8, you just know they're a Turk. Help! Oh, too much people. Better run. So we are going to take that advice. So just to show you that the N key does bring up the menu here. and you can go ahead and see status, save your game. That's it, that's how fast it is to save. Magic, we don't really have any right now, so let's just move on into the next area. Sir, it looks as if these men are working in a group. Tell any of our men that are close to the reactor to get down there straight away. I've already gone ahead and done that. Okay, the path to the Mako reactor is open. I'll set up the explosives, stay here and keep watch. Now, I'm pretty sure that Avalanche haven't blown up any Mako reactors by the start of Final Fantasy VII, so they can't really succeed here, can they? We, Team B, will enter the reactor as planned. And it also makes me think that if Avalanche were already planning all these reactor blow-ups, reactor explosions and destructions at this point, then perhaps security should have been a little bit more available to Shinra at the start of Final Fantasy VII. Move out. It's almost like Cloud and his team kind of caught Shinra off guard with that first attack at the opening game of the game. But perhaps that shouldn't have been the case. Sir, there's been an explosion at the entrance of the reactor. What? They're targeting the Mako reactor. We've invested a lot in the reactor. If Avalanche destroys any of them, the company will be in turmoil. Sir, if that reactor explodes, it will take that entire sector with it. Stop them. Don't let the intruders get in the reactor. I don't know why I'm giving him a deadpan voice, but he just seems like the type. This is really important. The underground entrance has been blasted open. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Oh, don't worry about that. They are after the reactor. Stop them. Roger. Whatever it is you're trying to do, stop it now. Shut up. Get her. So, once again, I think we'll just stick to automatic. And you do need to keep an eye on your HP. This is a little bit more of an old school role-playing game. So, don't expect automatic healing or the like in this game. The enemy was defeated, but fortunately you do get a nice healthy supply of potions as you complete battles. 6 of them. I can't take them all. The Turks. Even you can't take all of us 6. And look who it is. I bet you recognise this guy's portrait before we even get his name introduced to us. Hey Rocky, looks like you have quite a mess in your first day. Reno? I thought you had other orders. I've been called in to be your support. Don't worry about it, Rocky. Finish this up as quickly as possible. Got it. And it looks like Reno took care of that for us. Mission complete. Okay then, Rocky. You go on ahead to the reactor. I'll take care from this place and catch up with you later. Yes, sir. Impressive. What? Just what I would have expected from you. Reno, the fastest of the Turks. You sure seem to know a lot about me, don't you? It's only common sense to know the enemy. It's basic battle strategy. But that speed of yours is no match to me. Oh, really? We won't know for sure unless we test that out, will we? Interesting. Then I'll have you test your skills against me. So we kind of control Reno here momentarily. But eventually we'll be thrust into the Mako reactor with shotgun. I'll guard this area. Hurry up and set the explosives. Once we break through this door, we will have access to the reactor. They're after the reactor. They are going to try and breach the main passage by blasting it through. Stop them at any cost. Roger. So there's a little bit of exploration we can do. I don't think there's anything down here. Nope. Now before we go any further, it's probably wise if we just throw a few of those potions around we've been collecting. And potions don't heal a whole lot, unfortunately, so you will be going through your supply fairly quickly. We'll take care of the next enemy here. Once again, we can still stick with automatic. I guess because this was originally a mobile game, That's why we've seen the option to do automatic fighting, but later on the battles will be a little bit more involved, so that'll be a much riskier approach to take. The enemy was defeated. Oh, no potion that time. So before we go across the exit there, we're going to head up here for our first piece of loot. Red materia, fire. And if we just head over to the main menu, go to magic, you can see that fire is readily available for us. Though I'm not sure if it's a faithful recreation of the mobile version in this sense. Maybe this was the same then, but fire seems very weak to me. So you're much better off just sticking to your standard attacks. The Turks bring reinforcements. We've been found out. I better set this bomb quick. Down with the Shinra. So we got another battle here. Let's go for fight. I'll show you the fire spell. But as you can see, it only does 29 points of damage compared to our standard physical attack, which does about the same. So, yeah, another 29 from the physical attack then. Which means you're better off just sticking to physical attacks, since you'll save MP at least. So let's just go to automatic. Automatic will just repeat physical attacks over and over as far as I'm aware. Oh goodness, we need to heal up actually. So you got to stay on top of your HP. Don't take it for granted at all. We're down to 6 health. But I don't believe we need to heal here. I'll explain why in a moment. I've stopped them from setting off the bomb. Good work. You've helped avert what could have been a disaster. Now get back to headquarters with Reno. Yes, sir. Oh, Reno didn't come after all. No, Reno was busy outside, wasn't he? Let's go and see what's going on with him. There was a strange individual he was interacting with. They were throwing threats around to one another. Get out of here, rookie. This guy's trouble. You're finished. And you're next. So we have a battle here, and we have very low health. We'll just select automatic. So we're going to get killed, I'd imagine, very quickly. Yep, there we go, 73 points of damage. Even if we were at full health, that wouldn't have prevented that damage. But fortunately, you're meant to die, or meant to be knocked out in battle. He's strong. Who is he? Mr. Shears, sir. I have a message. Fujita is saying that we're all together at Junon. Alright, you take care of these Turks here. They're just about finished anyway. And I've got to kill these two quickly and get to Junon. So, that guy that just pwned us has run off to Junon and he's left his little minion here. Right in front of me. I'm not going to let you get away with this. Down with Shinra. They love saying that, don't they? So, fortunately, we're back to full health, and this is just a standard battle. Hence the reason why I suggested that you save your potions. And, I've just learned that automatic doesn't just cast physical attacks. It does other abilities as well, since it just casts fire for us. But now we can just relax and let the battle unfold. And as you can see, that wasn't a boss, it was just a standard enemy. And we still haven't leveled up. You saved me. I guess I did. Who were those guys? I don't know. Sir, our intelligence reports have come in. According to them, we are dealing with a large terrorist organisation called Avalanche. There are, of course, some grammatical errors. As you'd expect, this is one person that's done the entire game here and translated it. We're still looking into them. That is all we have established so far. Have you found anything regarding their movements? They seem to be gathering in Junon, sir. Junon. That's not good. The President is in there right now. We've confirmed that the President Shinra is in Junon. He seems to be there doing a military inspection. We're going to head there immediately and meet up with Shia's group. Understood, sir. Preparations are complete. Have you found the whereabouts of that man I asked you to track? The silver-haired soldier? No, sir. we haven't been able to confirm anything as of yet. Please, try to establish his whereabouts as soon as possible. If they bring him in, all our plans have been for nothing. Yes, sir. Now then, everyone, to Junon. Let's move out. Down with the Shinra! Down with the Shinra! And Chapter 1 is complete. So Chapter 2 would be next, of course. In the white light of day, the assassin smiles. And you just have to move this dog. Yeah, it's a dog. Around to the green arrow here to proceed with the next chapter. But I think we've had a good first look at the game before Crisis here, so please do share your thoughts in the comments below. And are you going to be downloading and playing the game yourself? And if so, please let us know how you get on. I'd be really interested in hearing your thoughts about this. But thanks for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
This sounds like you're having fun.